Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Sunday, the 28th of June, 2020. This is a video where I go over all of my charts on the 12-hour high probability setup. It's a Sunday. I couldn't get the video done on Friday at all. We've got construction noise outside of our building, and it would have been too painful on the video, so they're having a bit of a break at the moment, lunchtime on Sunday, so I'll get it done now. So we'll just go over all of the setups on the 12-hour high probability, all the pairs I'm trading. This is my watch list on the right. If it's highlighted in blue, means it's current trades open. If it's in orange, I'm probably going to talk about it in this video a little bit more than the others, but I'm going to go through them all in a way. So we'll start with the Oz CAD. Like I always say, if you can't understand me, I talk too quick, or there's too much information to take in, pause the video, read my notes. S1, S2, S3, S4, sequence 1, sequence 2, sequence 3, sequence 4. Where the S1 is or the S2 is, that's where that sequence commences. So in this example, sequence 2 is a sell and a hedge buy, second sell, second hedge buy. So you can see my notes in here, match up the trades. Same for all of them. You'll see a break even, BE, break even, NA, non-applicable as hedged. Or there might be break even, overall break even at 1 point, whatever. So just read the notes. I've been trading most of these pairs since about the 3rd of February 2020. So you'll see a profit to date. It's from that date. My base lot is 0.02, so it's only a small 20 cent per pip sort of position size. And all trades are recorded on a shared spreadsheet through Google Drive. There's a link to that spreadsheet in the description of this video. Everyone's more than welcome to check that out. So you'll see here we have 3 MAs on the chart, moving averages, 240 LMA, 100 EMA, 50 EMA. They're just there to give me a bit of direction on which way trend is. As you can see here, they're stacked to the upside and the trend is slowly going up. You see blue trend lines like this. It's just something that interests me. In this case, it's a resistance level, something like that. You see green trend lines like these. It's something else. Bullish, divergence, bullish, green, bullish, red, bearish. So in this case, we've got bullish divergence. Normally I'll make a note about it if it's relevant. My sells are designated by obviously the red vertical dash line and the red solid horizontal line. Buys are blue. This indicator here is a MACD platinum. It's a zero lag MACD. That's all it is. It oscillates around the zero level, which is this dotted line here. Generally, I'm looking to sell when it's above the zero level and buy when it's below the zero level. These green and red dots on the price chart are called the Qmp filter. They're not an actual indicator as such, they're just more of a visual aid. They are made up of a combination of the cross or the dots on the MACD platinum and another indicator called the QQE advance, which I don't need to display on the chart, but it's uploaded to the platform. And when you get a cross of this and it's in sync with a cross on the MACD platinum, it presents these dots on the chart. So all the dots is a confirmation that these two indicators are in sync. So that's the only reason it just makes life a lot easier for me. And I don't need to see the QQE advance on the chart. So this is the Oz CAD. You can read my notes. I'm hedged on sequence 1, sequence 2 I'm hedged, sequence 3 I'm hedged, and sequence 4 was a buy. So that was taken here. Level, it's gone sideways, still not poking through that resistance level. I'm not sure if it'll go any higher or not, so I'm just got to wait and see. It's a slow moving pair, so just got to wait for it to burn out. Oz Swiss in a buy here. Another one going sideways, going nowhere. There's going to be a red dot on the MACD platinum come Monday. That's one thing about TradingView. If I was looking at MT4 or MT5, you wouldn't see that dot on the MACD platinum. But with TradingView, it's one of the little idiosyncrasies of it. It will show you that something's coming up. So on Monday, I can basically tell you what I'm going to be doing. In this case, it's not a sell trade because there's no red Qmp filter dot, because that would be displayed also. But I'll be drawing what I'd call a warning line, something like this. So all it is it will be a warning. So it's just a horizontal. I draw it in now because that's going to be there on Monday. I draw that, just gives me a heads up that something's happening with the MACD Platinum. Right, let's go Aussie, New Zealand. Let's have a look at my notes. So on Friday, I had a sell signal. You can just see the red dot up here. This thing's going sideways, going nowhere in a couple of different sequences. So on sequence 1, I took a hedge sell on this candle. So that's this one, third hedge sell at 106.834. So that's in here. And I commenced a new sequence 2. So I took a individual sell on that. So that's just the two trades taken on the same candle. So hedge, third hedge sell for sequence 1, and a new sequence 2 was commenced, new sell, because the MACD Platinum's above the 0 level, and there's hidden bearish divergence here. You can see the red trend lines, lower highs on price, slightly higher highs on the MACD Platinum, which is an oscillator. This green line down here is just a big number. In this case, it's parity, 1.00. I'll sometimes draw them on the chart. The yellow line is my overall break-even level. Don't worry about that too much. Highly unlikely I'll get down there. What my plan is to bring sequence 2 down, make some profit of that, and the MACD should probably roll over and go down here somewhere. Then I'll take another buy, which will help release this hedge, sequence 1, and either profit out of sequence 2 or commence a sequence 3 and just keep adding to my profit. That's the plan. Aussie USD, nothing happening. You can see a buy there. Again, on Monday, there will be a warning line only, nothing to get excited about. So it just goes in there. As I said, there's no Qmp filter signal there, so nothing to worry about. So it's a buy, going nowhere as my phone's going off behind me. Oh, geez, all happened. Right, here we go. What have we got here? CAD Swiss. Took a buy in here, as you can see, based on the divergence, hidden bullish divergence, then took a hedge sell. So you can read my notes, hedge sell. So at the moment, break even, not applicable as hedged. So I'm locking in a loss between the red and the blue line. Only a little area, so it's nothing to get stressed about. I'm not trading with a stop. I could probably draw a line, possible support level here, or just wait and see. So it's the CAD Swiss. CAD Yen, took a sell up here, sequence 1. That's got a stop in place, already closed out a fair bit of it, so I only got 0.01 left. Taking a new sequence 2 buy. MACD Platinum's below the 0 level. MACD Platinum's heading up, price is heading down, so it's going against me. This overall break-even level is down here. Because overall break-even, I'm net plus 0.01. As long as price remains above that yellow dash line, I can close both trades and be in profit. But in this case, it looks like it's going against me, my buy signal, where I may have to hedge, but not yet. Swiss franc, Japanese yen, maybe. Everything's moving very slow today, including me. And my charts. In a buy here, it's all nicely set up, hidden bullish divergence, but price immediately went against me. Now starting to head back up. I've just drawn this trend line across here. Sometimes I draw trend lines across the top of price or below the lows of price. If I get a clean break of this trend line, I may look at taking a second buy trade just to increase it. But if it gets close to the original point of entry, I might not worry about it. You can see the MACD Platinum's heading up nicely, but it's just below my entry level there. Euro Aussie, well, I did something on that, 12 hour. Yeah, this one is a messy pair. Messy pair. You can see I've got lots happening here. Sequence 1, sequence 2, sequence 3. You can read it all. I've got many break-even levels. Basically, on Friday morning, there was a sell signal up here. It's hard to see, I know. You can see it in here. So I took a sell on sequence, a trade 8 on sequence 1, trade 4 on sequence 2, and a trade 2 on sequence 3, which is this one here. So these are all my break-even levels here for each sequence. You can see each one's got a break-even level. That's all the different yellow lines mean. Generally where it starts and finishes, like you can see, sequence 2 break-even levels here. So sequence 1's here. And there'll be an overall, which will be around is 158. I think, yeah, sequence 1 break even is down off the chart. You can't see it, it's down here somewhere. This one here is an overall break even one. So I've got a lot happening here. Really need this thing to go down. It's been giving me a bit of grief, but we just got to be persistent with it. Euro CAD. Go. What do we got here? I've got a buy, hedge sell, second buy, second hedge sell, third buy. Yep. So it's sequence 1, and yeah, we just got to break this previous high here. You can see this thing's been range bound. Euro CAD. It's been a terrible pair to trade, really. It's probably all right in the 1 hour chart or the 4 hour chart, but on the 12 hour and daily charts, it's just been going sideways. So we just got to push up through these yellow lines to get to the break-even levels. Euro Swiss, yep, in a sell all the way up here, stop and place there. So that's sequence 1. Sequence 2 was a buy, followed by a second buy on the break of the trend line. See my notes there, trend line break, and it's gone against me, or it's just gone down. So MACD Platinum still below the 0 level. I may end up hedging sequence 2 or readjusting. I could possibly look at drawing another trend line or readjusting this trend line. So across these highs here and looking for a third buy. But at this stage, I'll just leave it there for now. But you know, you've got options. You just got to have a bit of a think. And the good thing about trading the higher time frames is you do get plenty of time to think. You can come up with different scenarios and stuff, so it makes a lot of sense. Euro pound, damn, I wish I'd never closed that. Now here is a signal on Monday. I'll mark that on my chart so I know I'm going to look for that. All right, so you can see the Qmp filter dot is there. So that tells me on Monday that's going to be confirmed unless the market open, and it will be there still because the indicator's already crossed. But generally this is going to open up in the same sort of area. So I'll come up with a plan, sequence 1, break in. So I'm going to have to take a hedge on sequence 1. And sequence 2 is a buy. I've got stop and place. So sequence 2 is a standalone buy trade with a stop and place. That's that red dotted line you can just see between the two blue lines. And sequence 3 was a sell. I'll have to take a hedge sell there. So that's what I'll be doing on Monday. Euro pound. Sorry. Euro yen, sell up here, with a stop in place, took a buy in here, and it's gone against me. I've drawn this trend line down, taken a second buy on the break of that trend line. It's gone up nicely through the break-even levels. I didn't close out or take any action. I probably should have in hindsight because the MACD Platinum's still below the 0 level. So I was going to try and see how much. I was hoping this can continue up and up and up. Obviously it hasn't, but it's having a bit of a second wind now and starting to head up again. At the moment, I'm just above my overall break-even level. So I could, if I closed all trades right now, which I can't, it's a Sunday, but if I did, then I'd probably just be an overall break-even roughly, maybe down a few dollars or up a few dollars. Euro USD, let's have a look. In a buy here. Going nowhere quickly, it's gone against me straight away, or within a couple of candles, gone down against me, start to push up a little bit now. You know, I could start looking at drawing a trend line, maybe looking for a second buy or something like that, but I'll just leave it. The MACD Platinum's still below the 0 level, so I'll just leave that for now. Pound CAD, in a buy, didn't go anywhere, it's going against me. MACD Platinum's still below the 0 level, so just have to be patient. It was a high risk, you can see it, high risk. Look, the MAs are down. I'm right below the 50, trading with regular bullish divergence. It's a high risk trade, so yeah, so it's going against me. Pound yen in a sell up here, which is good, got a stop and play, so ignore that, that's fine. Took a buy here, like a lot of these buys I've taken, gone sideways and fallen away from me. MACD Platinum still below the 0 level. This is my overall break even down in here. I'll just move this out. There it is. Down in this yellow line because I'm net plus 0.01 as long as price. I don't know why I have trouble saying price all the time. I keep on saying price. Yeah, as long as price remains above the yellow line, I can close all the trades and be profitable. Pound USD, another one buy, just going against me. Very common theme here, isn't there? But this is 12 hours. I'm trying to work my way out of trades on 12 hours, so that's no drama. New Zealand CAD took a buy when initially my favour dropped down. As you can see, it's starting to go up and really got to break these, clear these highs here to get some. It's been a bit of a sideways pair lately. And we'll look at the New Zealand Swiss franc. Another one, buy, and just going sideways. MACD still below the zero level. Very common theme here, isn't it? Trading has been boring. Look at all this sideways action. New Zealand USD in a buy down here. Got a stop and place there, so locking in nice profit. Took a second buy because there's a buy in MACD Platinum's below the zero level, so I took another buy, and that's this one here. Overall break even for both trades is this yellow line. Again, it's net plus 0.03, so as long as price remains above that yellow line, I'm in profit overall. The green line, the big number, 60 cents on the New Zealand USD, USD CAD. Took a sell in here, then took a hedge buy, so nothing happening. Break in, not applicable as hedge, locking in a loss between these two. MACD, looking for a new sell trade. So, all very boring. USD Swiss franc, I did do something on this. This is another pair that's caused me some grief, both on this and the daily charts. In two sequences, took a buy on Friday morning by looks. It was a fourth buy, not a good one because the MACD Platinum's above the zero level, but I've already did a sequence, so I had to take it. So it wasn't a standalone buy by any means, and on sequence 2 it was a hedge. So overall break in is at the 96048 level, which is this yellow line here. We've really got to get up to there and try and get out of this mess. In the meantime, just keep on trading what's in front of me. USD Japanese yen. All right, what do we got here? Sequence 1 was a sell, which is up here, stop and play. So that's sweet. That's a standalone. Sequence 2 commenced here, was a buy, followed by a hedge sell, followed by a second buy. So we've got an overall break even and a break even for sequence 2. So price, look at these candles. I know it's a little bit hard to see on the video, but you've got bearish, big bullish, bullish, decent bearish, followed by bullish. Just, it's no real, it's all sideways action, but it looks like we're heading in the right direction now. USD, Singapore dollar, let's have a look here if it comes up, and we've got one sell and it's going nowhere. Again, opposite to some of my buys, a lot of sideways action here, so has been for the last few days, just tough going on those pairs. So let's go to my ding-a-ding-ding. So yeah guys, thanks for watching the video. I know they're not the most exciting or riveting videos on the planet, but they get the message across. I'm going to continue hammering out these 12-hour trades. I enjoy doing the 12-hour trades. The only thing I'm changing is, as of this week, tomorrow, instead of getting up at 4 a.m. like I have been, I'm going to start changing my sleep patterns. I think I'm starting with 6 a.m., so 2 hours after the market open. Normally the market doesn't move that far. And generally when I take trades on the daily charts or the 12-hour charts, they normally go against me anyway from the get-go, so I might get into a better price. Then other times I will lose, but it's no big deal. I just need to get more sleep. So thanks for watching the video. Like I always say, anyone's more than welcome to join the JAGfx Facebook group or Telegram groups. You're more than welcome. And also that spreadsheet is in the link to that's in the description of the video. And if you like the videos, please hit the subscribe button. If nothing else, hit the like button. Talk to you tomorrow. Thank you.